Brian Cohen, who is chairman of New York Angels, which is the largest business angel network in the world, is going to be our tour guide for what angel investors want budding entrepreneurs to know.
The interest I have is to sort of remove the screen, to be able to talk about the reality. Angel investors are just rich enough people defined by the SEC to make these crazy investments. Now, at the New York Angels, we really pride ourselves on due diligence, not DUE diligence, but DO diligence. We look for the reasons to invest. We do it. Due diligence is reasons not to invest.
So if you want to be totally pragmatic about it, how do you learn to be an entrepreneur?
You can learn how to be an entrepreneur, but it doesn't mean you can learn how to grow a business. It doesn't mean you can learn how to lead. The things you learn along the way aren't always the things that you're going to be good at. And in some cases, you need to step away and hire the right people. That's something you can learn to do. So is it nature versus nurture? There's definitely a part of it that I see, that a lot of it is nature. Your gregarious nature, your desire to please others, you have no ego. The two things that get in the way of being a successful entrepreneur is greed and ego. If you can get rid of those two things and put them outside the door, you're well on your way to success. I always tell entrepreneurs they should start their presentations with things they believe. And everything they say after that first thing, here's what I believe, they should make sure you believe it too as an investor, and then you're hooked.
So I believe that innovation is necessary.
Thank you.
For improving.
Does that make a difference? You hear that?
Yeah.
I believe. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, so for improving processes, but what about unintended consequences? Like with Lyft and Uber, the effect on the taxi industry. When you're making an investment, do you look at what this could do to everyone else?
Oh boy.
Big can of worms.
There is this evolution taking place where we are reducing jobs. You know, truckers are going to be replaced, and to some extent, you know, we know here on Wall Street, you know, BlackRock announced that computers are taking over, you know, this decision making. Social conscience. I have it. I care deeply about the world. I think that if we make money, we're going to invest it more again. We're going to put it back in. We're going to plow it back into some next thing that we just don't know what it is yet. So I'm an optimist about it. I don't like the fact that it hurts people, but I don't know how to stop progress. Much like when I went to a university and they asked me to come in and talk to them about how do they create a culture of entrepreneurship on their campus. One of the questions I asked all the deans at this luncheon I spoke at is, how do you teach your students for a future you can't describe? How do you do that? And the same thing that every company in the world is asking the same question. How do we grow our company for a future we can't even figure out? So iteration, I like to say, is the new form of innovation.